Hello, my name is Anil and I will go over the Podman integration with digital.ai deployed capability. This new integration expands our cloud native capabilities using digital.deploy integrated with Podman. The key value is to provide simplified and expanded deployment using Podman while reducing the deployment cycle time, support applications running on Podman, and the ability to configure Podman specs. Let's go over the Podman deployment scenario. I will demo a real deployment running on Podman. The application is our own digital.ai release, and the current Podman is running on an EC2 instance, which is in AWS. Let's see the scenario. I'm going to open the release instance and show you the deployment. But before that, let me give you the release instance that I am running on. Let me show you. Currently it is running on 22.1 version. So let's go to the deploy application. This is our application deployment. Currently I have created an application called Podman app. Under the Podman I have two packages, that is 22.1 and 22.2, which represents the versions I'm going to deploy. If you see, it's the package version is this. You can see I have a network spec and Excel release, which points to the Docker image 22.1, and the new image that I'm going to deploy is 22.2. I also created an environment called Podman environment, and the environment currently shows the release 22.1 that is running on this host. I have an infrastructure setup and I have called that as Podman engine for this demo. And if you see, I have the Excel release, that is the host that I'm planning to deploy, is being mapped to this host. Let me close all these tabs. And also currently, if you see the Podman current integrations, Podman supports the following. It covers the create infrastructure. Basically, you can deploy a container spec. Also covers the volume, container port. You can apply secret and even copy a file into a running container if you want to make any config changes in that. So let's go ahead and trigger the deployment. Deploy 22.2. I'm going to click on the deploy 22.2. I'll select my environment here and I'll do the deployment, continue. This gives me a preview of how my deployment is going to be triggered. Let's click the deploy. Currently, if you see, my deployment has been triggered and the release changes are still pending. So basically, Podman solves many issues by directly interacting with image registry, containers, image storage, instead of working through a daemon, right? And the rootless mode allows a user to run containers without the full root authority. So if you see right now, the deployments is slowly getting completed. It is completed. Let's finish the deployment here. And let's go back to the instance and see if the release has come up with the new version. So now the release is deployed and it's coming up. Let's give a few seconds. So the release is up and running with the new version. Let's check if it is moved. Let's check the version of the release. There you go. We have the 22.2.3, the new version of the release being deployed. So with the Podman integration with digital.ai AI deploy customers have the same developer experience as they have with any other Docker deployments, but will leverage the benefits that the Podman provides in terms of secure deployments. I hope you enjoyed this demo. Thank you.